And final question is from John, and John is asking how you actually find off-market deals. So John, let me tell you how I find off-market deals. John, off-market deals are the dark arts, but I think it's something that everybody should do. It's the most important thing, is to get a really good deal. If you haven't got a good deal, then everything else is going to go tits up. So I would say off-market deals, you need to tell everybody, like friends, family, anybody you're working with or associating with, tell them that you're looking for properties. Ideally, off-market properties, everything that goes to Rightmove's already overpriced or sold. So you need to be really quick if you're on Rightmove. But off-market deals from sources is a good way. You can speak to the sources direct. You can find out, who the contact is, why they're selling, all that sort of information. Yes, sometimes there's a fee. Sometimes you can negotiate that fee to be paid on completion and have it contracted and go via the solicitors, so nobody loses out. Or sometimes you want to pay them their fee up front and just get the deal and run with it. So yeah, sources is another good option. Driving. There's an American guy that calls it driving for dollars. I think there's a couple of American guys actually that call it driving for dollars, and that is literally getting out into your local area, into the areas which you're willing or looking to invest, and just driving around. You'll see houses on the street that look run down. Look for ones that have got, looks like their front gates haven't been open. Look, they've got aluminium single glazed windows or doors. Look like the heating's not been on a while. The curtains are drawn and they're never open. Look for things that are tired and run down and look empty. If you find those properties, firstly, post a note. I think a handwritten note is much better than anything else. If you post in leaflets, it's like your local takeaway and you just chuck your leaflets in the bin and don't bother with it. So post a personalised note. Hi, people at number, whatever the house is. I am so-and-so and I'm looking to buy houses in the area. If you'd be interested in selling, then just give me a buzz, put your number. So that's another good off-market strategy, is just driving around and finding stuff. I found loads of deals like this just by being out and about. Always have a notepad and a pen in your car. And also, if you can't find, if the note doesn't provide any use and it looks like mail's stacking up inside and there's nobody in the house, you can do a land registry search. I think it used to be £3, but I think it's £5 or £7 now to do a land registry search. But if it's targeted and you only do it for a handful of houses, you'll get direct access to the people that own the house. So you can contact them and reach out to them to see if they're interested in selling. You can also look at probate websites to see where probate is in process. You can speak to agents and say, look, if you've got stuff that's a little bit run down and you don't want to actually take to market because it's not good for your brand, then I'd be interested in taking them based on whatever value to give them if they work for me. So you can speak to agents. That's a good way to get off-market deals. And relationships, just general relationships with solicitors and people who are doing EPCs for properties to sale. There's a million different ways, but it's really, really about just doing the work. I think that's the most important thing, is that you just get out there and do the work. Anybody who wants anything has got to go and work for it. I truly believe that, like, anybody who gets handed things out, they won't value it as much and they won't feel like they work for it, therefore they won't appreciate it, and so on and so forth. So I do think getting out there, doing the work, putting the hours in whatever kind of channel you choose, you will find good off-market deals that way. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful, John, and you can get out and find a whole bunch of off-market deals for yourself and whoever else.